Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain Ria. Welcome on board and please fasten your seatbelts as we take a short tour of Europe. As you can see, this is the continental look of Europe as you look out of your windows. These are the major countries of Europe. Before we land in the continent of Europe, before we reach the continent of Europe, let's look at the periods in European history. We all know about the Renaissance period, the most happening period in European history. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo impressed the world with their awesome art. The great William Shakespeare wrote his famous play during this period. The period after this is known as the Age of Discovery, where many things were discovered. After this, Europe passed through various periods like the Protestant Reformation, the Elizabeth period, the early modern period, the industrial period, the Age of Enlightenment, the Romantic era, the Napoleonic era, and the Victorian era, which is what makes Europe what it is today. As you look out of the window, you can see the Northern Europe, the Western Europe, and the Eastern Europe, and also the Southern Europe. Now, we are flying over the Northern Western Highlands, which are spread across the Scandinavian countries, Britain and Ireland. Look out of your windows. See how beautiful the areas in this region are looking. I would surely like to be over here right now. Look, this little creature is enjoying its grass over here. It is also known for the fjords. The glaciers have cut into the mountains over millions of years, creating deep, narrow valleys along the coast, which have got filled with seawater. This is how fjords was created. Look out of your windows. Look out. How beautiful these fjords are looking. Now we would be flying over the Northern European plain. These are the dikes. Holland is actually below sea level, so they have built these dikes to protect the land from flooding. Bikes are very popular in Holland. If you look out of your window, you are going to see a pretty Indian girl riding a bike on the dikes.
Isn't that you, Ria?
And these are the beautiful canals of Amsterdam. Look how beautiful these canals are looking. I would surely like to go for a boat ride over here. Now we would be flying over the plains of Central Europe, and which are stretched from Atlantic Ocean to the Urals. The Ural Mountains. If you look out, you are going to see the Ural Mountains. They are an ancient mountain range located at the extreme eastern limit of Europe. They are on the boundary between Europe and Asia. Now we would be flying over the southern plateaus and highlands that consist of the old plateaus and low mountains. The Bohemian Islands. As you look out of your window, you can see a family enjoying their time in the Bohemian Islands. Mount Etna in Sicily is the most active volcano in this region. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us travel to the Alpines. The Alps. The Alps cover most of Switzerland, Austria, and parts of Italy and France. These islands are the oldest country, which are known for its volcanoes, hot springs, and geysers. Our tour of Europe would not be complete without going over some of the famous rivers. The Budapest River is where the Buda and Pest River meet. The Volga River. The river is so polluted that the sturgeon catch has been decreased by 60%. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we move ahead, I would like to ask you all a simple question. That why are most of the capitals of Europe on major rivers? Take your time as we go over some of the capitals situated on the river banks. London on the Thames, Paris right bank of the Seine, Prague on the Vltava, Budapest on the Danube, Moscow on the Moscow River, Berlin on the Spree, Rome on the Tiber, Vienna on the Danube. So people, now I guess you have come up with the answer which I asked you. So the answer is they are the lifeline of Europe. That is, Europe has a number of rivers which pass through the internal regions of Europe. The rivers not actually provide the internal areas plenty of water, but also are a source of navigation. Trade and transportation is made easy through internal navigation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would be talking about the climate. There are many climates like the polar climate, the marine west coast climate, the humid continental climate and the Mediterranean climate. Climate. Most of the Europe region is located in the temperate zone. Warm Atlantic drift and westerly are major influence on the Western Europe. Central and Eastern Europe have a wide range of temperature. Northern part lies in the frigid zone. Tundra, the not so barren land below the Arctic Circle. The Mediterranean islands. The Mediterranean region has dry summers and wet winters, generally rugged and mountainous. Mediterranean Sea is so polluted will take 1,000 years to clean up. EU, isn't that bad? Now, let us know about the Europe's resources and their utilizations. Resources of a country can be broadly divided into 5 categories: soil and agriculture, forest, minerals, water and manpower. Livestock farming and mixed farming are practiced mostly on the central plains. Transhumance is transportation of fresh dairy produce to various parts of the continent. The steppes. These steppes provide for 25% of the old Soviet Union's food supply. Skilled manpower is essential for industrial growth. Fishers, besides fishing, include processing, canning and marketing. So ladies and gentlemen, now I would be talking about Europe's people, trade and transport. Europe has a long indented coastline which has facilitated the development of modern seaports. Intercity and transcontinental railroads help in smooth movement of passengers and goods. Some of the best roads are laid across the continent. Despite the uneven terrain, the movement on the roads is quite hassle-free. Trans Railroad, the main line, runs 5,785 miles. Isn't that amazing? Some of the best airports have been developed in Europe. European population is an amalgamation of various ethnic groups. Europe has a number of mega cities with a distinct architecture and interesting history. Isn't that amazing? Before we land, here is a small quiz on Europe. Is Slovenia the capital of Ljubljana?
True.
Let's see. Yeah, your answer is correct. Which are the long fishing yards of Europe?
We don't know.
Okay, so the Great Fisher Bank and the Dogger Bank. total, how many countries are there in Europe?
I think there are 19.
I think it must be around 40.
41. I think it's 46.
No, they are 45. Italy, Turkey, Romania, Estonia are some of the countries in Europe. Now let's see how many capitals can you match with its country. Okay, I'll answer it for you all. It is Paris, France, Berlin, Germany, Vienna, Austria, Oslo, Norway, London, United Kingdom. Thank you. I hope you'll enjoy the flight. So, goodbye in European style. Goodbye. Adios.
Over.